Guys, welcome back to another episode of the channel. It is me, the LastGameHunter, and I'm here to tell you what I believe is the best case of 2022, and for me, probably the best case I've ever used. In fact, I ordered a second one in white, and this is where Project Ripper is going to go, and that is starting really soon. But right now, I want to talk about this case. This is the Be Quiet Silent Bass 802, and it is loaded with a ton, and I mean a ton, of features. This case is a monster. It's not overbearingly big, but it does give you a full tower experience. Now, I've already snapped these legs on. They literally just go and clip in. They can only go on one way, so it's pretty user-friendly. And the reason why I put those on, you don't have to, but there's major air intake underneath. That's right, so this case was designed for silent or airflow, and still stay silent. That's very impressive in a case today. And what better than to have a modular case? Be Quiet is famous for being able to alter their cases, flip the cases, do so many things to their cases. Well, this one takes it to another level. When I say another level, let's start with the fact that just by pushing up here and hurt my hand, this is off. So now you can see here we are greeted with a couple 140 Be Quiet fans for intake factory. This comes with it. And then another filter right here. In some cases, if you're in a clean environment, I take these out and I get more airflow. But if you're in an environment where you need this, please use it and clean it monthly. Why is this so versatile? Well, this is why I like it. So now I'm going to make it a high flow. See? You can see through it. I can see you. So we're going to make it a high flow. So we're literally, and I'm just not putting the other piece on for now, just for fun. Snap. Now it's a high intake. You see where we're headed here? So you can go dampening panel, quiet, or high airflow, which is how I use my other one. With a click of a button, side panels come off. There's something right off the bat that is just absolutely beautiful. Sometimes I take the side off if I'm really hardcore gaming. This room becomes a sauna. So you have three 140mm Be Quiet fans, and they're actually the Pure Wings 2. Okay? So you're getting three Pure Wings 2. Inside, as you can see here now, we have quite a lot of space. And with this, again, the whole modular thing. One, these pop out. So you just go in behind. Let me show you in behind. So again, there's the button. Push. Off. Like, it doesn't get any smoother, right? So here, we have lots of space for cable management. And when you push these here, they can come out, and there's something that I like about that, and I'll explain. So what I did in my other one, as you can see here now, this is out like a drawer, and there was something really cool about that. One, you can pass your wires through here instead of here, making things look very clean by just going straight, okay? So that was something I loved about it over the grommets. The grommets are there, that's a plus. Now, what I did, I put my water reservoir here and pulled out two, drilled a hole and put the bracket on these, protruded out, which gave the water pump a more centered area here, also with the fans going across it. So I thought that was absolutely beautiful. Something simple. You take it out, drill a center hole. They only use one hole per bracket, bolt it on, snap your res in, done. That was really cool. Will I continue that? We'll have to see, because we have to talk about the water parts that are going to go in here in this next build. Now, as far as the back goes, of course, is your standard Mini ITX, ATX, and ATX. You name it, this case takes it. Okay? So don't worry about full-size boards. You don't have any worries whatsoever. So in here, of course, you have the patented Be Quiet fan control system. There is 3 in use and 3 more to be used. So if you have any other fans and they're PWM, plug them in here, control them all at once. Pretty sweet. Again, we're the normal, everyday, cables. We have the, audio, stuff like that. Your basic stuff. You have a power connector here that powers this. Okay? And then you have your USB 3 and your USB-C. Okay? So everything you need cable-wise is on this case. Okay, so one other thing that's really cool before I go back to the front is you can unscrew right here and take this off and put 2 solid states in the back, your standard 2.5s. Here is another one. You can put another solid state or stick on your controller or whatever you want to do, but there's 3 right here. So that gives you 3 there. Maybe you can see it now. I don't know if it's too dark, but there's rubber here. The other thing, you unscrew these with your finger, or if they're too tight, then use a screwdriver. You pull this plate off, bolt it onto your power supply, and just slide it back in, and hand thumb the power supply in, and done. On the back, you're also greeted with the possibility of vertical and horizontal video card support. It does not come with the support for it, but we know all kinds of aftermarket stuff out there for that. A really nice white bay for a 3.5, or no adapter needed, 2.5s, 2.5s. So 2 2.5s can go on that. So now we're at 5 2.5s, or 3 2.5s, and a couple 3.5s. And then you have your NVMEs. You also get your trusty Be Quiet straps. I love these things. I don't know. Focus here. Focus! So you can see Be Quiet on them. These are all your screws and everything. So that's your screw kit for the case. Now, another really cool modular thing. Let's just keep going with the lovely modularness. You want high flow? Well, you might want to change the top. You can see me again. What I was saying, again, remember we went high flow here? Well, I also want high flow here. So the beauty of this thing is there are magnetic panels, like so, that just pop off. Just by a quick, easy, lovely pull. Now we have fully vented top. Now I can take this, drop it in, and now I have a fully vented top with a filter. So now the case, in my opinion, is what I would call solid, and you get as much airflow from the bottom as well. I would call that a solid airflow. It really comes down to how you mount your fans, of course, for how the airflow is going to go, whether you're positive or negative, or absolutely messing with your own fans, which is possible. Now, we're going to go even further here because this case has a basement. So if we pull and unclick this part right here, pulls out. Now that's out of the way. And now we can work in the whole floor. Now, also, you can remove this. You don't have to have this here, this tray. So if you don't want it there, which I removed on my gaming one, for the simple reason I actually have a rad down here, a rad right here, and a rad right here. I'll show you that soon in another video. And that game was named or dubbed Project Game Over. Now we know we have a basement here. We can also remove all these panels. Now, why would you want to? Well, you can, when you remove this piece, actually put in another fan underneath here or whatever if you want to. Now we remove those. On my black one, I had all this wrapped. So I took it to my local wrapping store, and they wrapped it all for me in red. We'll see that in another video. Aesthetics, the case is absolutely beautiful. It's built so well. There's something else I'm not talking about yet, and that is the pull-out tray with my Be Quiet screwdriver. I think these guys are like my favorite or something. This screwdriver has been with me for years, and honestly, I wouldn't want to be without this screwdriver. It turned into being the best PC screwdriver, period. For manual, anyway. I did pick up one of them pen electric ones, but I think that's more for me working on notebooks. Uh-oh. Woo! Dropped it, but found it. It's hard because it's carpet in this office, so which also makes it hotter. Okay, so now that that's pulled out, we can take out an actual tray here. Now, this tray you can do either of what you want. A radiator, your fans. This will take three 140s or three, I'd almost say more, but three 120s. So you can mount everything, get it all cleaned up, wire it how you want, and then just simply, and this is actually smooth. This is smoother than the other ones that I've ever used. And just, like, look how smooth that is. Maybe my other one got tweaked a little in shipping. It's just, it's smooth, but it catches. And this one here just seems to, oh, I love it. Yeah. Oh, if you go in lopsided a little, it'll catch. But anyway, that's how simple. And that's another thing I wanted to point out too. I want to do maintenance on my radiator, right? Now this tray is out. The rad's here. And this is why I use soft tube and make it look like hard tube the best I can. Because with hard tube, I have to drain it all, take it apart. With soft tube, I make sure that I'm able to do pull out like this. And when it's in, it looks as much like a tubed system over a soft tube. And I'll show you that in Project Game Over. Sound, noise, heat, temps, and so on. I've been really happy with it. I've been using my black version of this case now for, I'm going to call it almost 2 years. And it has not let me down in any which way or form. So, that being said, this case ended up being, in my opinion, and probably a lot of others that are serious reviewers. Here's the thing. Yes, Be Quiet sends these things out to me. But they don't pay me. And they don't tell me what to do. In fact, I have had the most freedom working with Be Quiet than any other company that tried to give me stuff, period. The freedom is unbelievable. But here's the thing. It's awarded to them. Because pretty much the build quality and everything you expect from Be Quiet, it's a no-brainer. Is there flaws to some cases? Sure. Like I said, I love my 700. It's my streaming PC for streaming other computers or product. But I would love more air intake. The 802 came along to give us that. And the beauty of it is, it's all included. So it comes in a box like this, with all your toys in it, to either go high flow or low flow, but a lot less noise. That's up for you to decide how you want to build your machine. I'm using this as my new editing machine, so I'm going to want it to be as high flow as I can. Not that it will be worked really hard, but when it's rendering, I mean, it is, it heats up. So this one will be a custom water-cooled system as well, right down to the video card. And for the video card, I'm not going to talk about it yet. Okay, and then I'll tell you why, but that's going to be an Operation Threadripper. So guys, in the end, if you have the Be Quiet 802, comment below, let me know. Or if you have any questions about this system, comment and let me know. It's one of those things where I may not be the #1 reviewer out there, period. Of course not. And there's many people that do reviews and go, oh, here's the sound test, here's that. I do have that equipment now, and maybe I will start getting into it so I can answer some questions. But I'm not perfect. So never take one reviewer's word for anything. This case has won my heart. It's won my award of best case of 2022, hands down. Oh, if there is something I missed, let me know. I would love to know. I just know that this case is so versatile that you can take the whole center rack out, flip. You can do what you want with this case, okay? You can flip it to the other side, whatever you want. This case was designed for you as a computer enthusiast. And as an enthusiast, I'm very happy that my second 802 is going to house my new Project Threadripper. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the overview of this case. And till next time, game over.